Okay, sorry about the awkward angle and the absolute terrible lighting, but I wanted to get this made for you. So I'm going to make a little pocket for my financial planner thing. You're going to need some scrap cardstock. I'm using cardstock because it's hefty. A paper trimmer of some sort. I'm using one that has a score thing, and you'll see why in a minute. Some type of adhesive applier. I'm using my ETG gun because it's got the strongest hold, and this pocket's going to be put through a lot, so I really want it to hold up. A little bit of washi tape, small scissors, tape, a pencil. You don't need a ruler, but I have a ruler for you just in case, so I can tell you a measurement more accurately. And I grabbed my bone folder while I was in my room to make you'll see. So the first thing you're going to want to do, I'm holding this with one hand so that I can, so this is going to be tricky. I'm going to have to set you down and turn it off maybe a couple times. I don't know. We'll see. So the first thing you're going to need is your book. And here's where the ruler comes in. So the book's pages, fudge, I set it down and now I can't pick it up because of my nails. There we go. Okay. So let's do inches. It is like 3 3/4 wide, and then it is a little more than 5.5 long. So honestly, you're better off to take your scrap piece of paper, put it behind your top sheet, and trace around it. I, however, added a little tab right here. Can you see it? And I'm going to use this with adhesive as an extra holding agent to hold it into the book, because I've noticed that with these, the pages are falling apart a lot faster than the old ones, so I've already had to reinforce a few pages with some Scotch tape. So what my flap measures out to is about 4 1/4 by it's 1 tick mark over 5.5. I've never been very good with measurements, so you'll have to excuse me. But it's, I don't know if you can see it. You see the 5.5 line? It's this tick mark right next to that half. So there you go. So then I'm going to take Alright, I mean sorry, my boobs are all over the place. This is paint. I just feel like I need to make that abundant and clear. No, see, that's too much now. That's all you see is my boobs. Okay. Alright, so once you've trimmed this down, and I found, so in mine it's like a cream lavender almost. There's like a bright pinky purple, a darkish purple, and then like a bright teal blue. So I have a dark blue, or a dark purple, and like my tealy blue color. So after I've measured, again, I put this behind there like so, and measured it and cut it, and then I just kind of guesstimated on my tab bit. So once you've, let me move these because I don't like these yet. Once you've moved your, once you've decided how thick you're going to make this tab, you're going to want to score it. I scored it with my paper trimmer, and now I'm going to fold it really tight crease with my bone folder. This is why I'm glad I found it. See how tight that crease is now? It's just nice and crisp. Okay, and then I'm going to take an ATG gun and see how it naturally folds in? I'm going to put it on this edge so that when it's in the book, it naturally closes with the book, you see? Okay, so I'm going to put a strip of adhesive I had a trash pile at one point. I've been doing all my finance stuff while I watch a movie on HBO Go. Am I still going? Okay. I might put a few strips just to fill this whole tab with adhesive. Okay. So I doubt you'll be able to see, but, well, you can. My adhesive is on there. Now this is the part where it gets tricky, because this ATG adhesive, you cannot budge this stuff. Like, once it's down, it's down. So I'm going to put the crease up against the natural crease of the book. And then I'm going to push down on my flap. Did you see that? I hope you were able to see that. Oh yeah. So I've added a little fly leaf. And now with this side, and I'm going to reinforce all of this. I'll show you all that in a minute. Okay. So on this front flap, I'm going to be adding a little card holder, because I found myself needing a card holder the other day, and I'm going to center it. So these I found, I've got extras, hold on. I found these in the Target dollar spot. Comes with 4 adhesive vinyl label things. It's 4 and it's $1. That makes them 25 cents a piece, y'all. Like, these, I'm so excited. If honestly, when I've got a little bit of extra cash flow, if they've got more, I'm gonna buy a ton. A ton. Because these are the bomb diggity. In case you're interested, on the back label, it says adhesive vinyl labels square. And then the number just below that is 2340400, so 0080. And then under the barcode, it says 847302086697. And I'll put it in view for you just in case. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, it's not gonna focus. Sorry, guys. Maybe if I put it like right up in it. I wonder if it's the glare from the thing. I can take this out, okay. Let's see if that helps. No, I'm sorry, I'm too shaky, guys. I tried. But I read you the numbers, that way you can go up to them and try and find what you need or whatever. So anywho, I found myself needing one of these in here. So this first page, I'm going to attach that to about the center, because I wrap a rubber band around the center of the book. So that's going to be super awesome. And then in the back of it, I want to make a pocket. Now I got to decide which way I want to make my pocket. Do I want it to be angled, or do I want it to be straight? I think I want it to be angled. Yeah, I want an angled pocket. Okay. So this blue paper is a little bit in rough shape. taking, where's my pencil? I'm taking my pencil and I'm tracing this top section. Because I've literally, as you can see, I've got just enough that I'm going to be able to make another anchoring overlap. And just snip, and we're not going to need this whole piece. I'm just cutting it because it's easier to work with when it's sized properly. And then I'm going to put it back in, line it up again, and draw a line. I want the patterned side to be facing up. So let me draw a very faint line on my score line. Okay, and then I want that to fold. I need it to go with a natural fold, so I need it to go, I need to draw it on this edge. Okay. And I'm just going to lift this and put this, line up my lines, and score it. Okay, so that's not going to be perfect, but that's what I have a bone folder for. Okay. See how it's kind of a flimsy fold? Oh yeah. Not so flimsy anymore. Okay. Okay. So this is what it kind of looks like so far. Now, how much of an angle do I want is the next question. So this is mostly going to hold the checkbook registers that I keep in there. I think about, and this is just personal preference, you measure this on your own for what you like. I kind of want it about like that, I think. So I'm going to take a piece of scrap, just chilling around, and I'm going to kind of fiddle with the angle a little. I'm just going to put it up in there, mock it up. I like that angle. Okay. Okay, now, this is the point where you have to decide, do you want to cut all down this line and carry it over into your support, or do you want to cut off the support, or do you want to leave the support? I think I'm going to leave it and see how it works. So how we're going to do this is we're going to line this up in our paper trimmer. And there's no like, my line was crooked. It's okay. I think I'm going to cut it all. But I think for that tiny little bit, it will be easier to trim that little section with scissors. Yeah, way easier. So this is what I'm left with. Nice triangle. Wrong way. Okay. Now with this, it's almost more important that it line up on the backing than the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our adhesive on first. Okay. And all we're going to do is this long edge and the bottom edge. If you do this edge, then you won't be able to put anything into the pocket, and that kind of defeats the purpose. So this edge and this edge, okay? Okay, and one more. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to use the bottom corners as my guide to line up. Okay, and my bottom edge should line up perfectly after that. Now if I've done it right, so if you've done it correctly, your crease is still going to perfectly lay against it, and mine does. So I'm just going to take my ATG gun once more and run a healthy bit of adhesive down the side of it. Because once again, once I put this sucker in here, I don't want it coming out. Okay. And this top little corner needs it. And once again, fold it in, press firmly, really get it in there, and then it should fold. Boom! Now it's going to be a little bit stiff the first couple times you open it, because it's got to adhere, you know, it's got to get used to being used as something it wasn't originally intended for. So then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of washi tape. Oh, fudge. Okay. This is my favorite washi tape. It's the Recollections brand. I don't remember which one it is. It comes with this pattern, and it's like a teal color. The heck with the teal color. I use this one pretty much religiously. I'm going to cut off just enough to line this inner joint, because once again we're going to give it just that little bit of extra grip, because it can't hurt. And then I'm using my bone folder to really like rub it in. Okay. And I have just a teensy bit on the edges, so I'm just going to trim. I'm going to try to trim that off. Okay. I have to put my tape over here whenever I trim tape off, because my cat likes to eat tape. And it's a problem. Okay, so that was easier on that one. And once again, so you can see how it just gives it that little extra security. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side, but I'm not going to be able, I'll show it to you when I'm done, because this one has some personal information on it. And I'm going to make my overlap. I don't usually like to make it a ton over the edge, because then it's kind of hard to if it's not over the edges enough, then it's really difficult to trim. But if it's over too much, I feel like I'm being really wasteful. And then I'm just going to trim right where I'll show you. I'll show you what I did in a minute. Here. I can adhere this a bit down real well. And then show you after I cover up that information again. Okay, so what I did is I overlaid it, but right where the pocket is joined, I snipped it. Can you see that? I trimmed it a little, and that's so that it won't hinder the pocket being usable in any way. Now on this inner flap, it's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. I kind of expected it to be. I didn't expect both sides to work out perfectly. Okay, so can you see how I kind of tucked it under just a smidge? I don't want to show, I don't want it to be too much because I don't want the pocket to break. Okay, now let me trim. Just trimming washi from the top edge. This is going to be so much easier when I have new glasses. I can't wait. I'm literally waiting on my insurance card to get here. And I'm going to the eye doctor. I'm going to a good eye doctor. I'm not going to Sears again because they just, ugh. Every time I've gone there, they've just made me so mad. Times like these when I'm trying to trim things in small places that I feel like I have man hands. Okay. Oh, my fire's dying. I'll go work on it in a minute. Alright, so there's the fold. It's got a nice good grip. And there is my insert, complete with pocket. Let's see if it functions. So let me put my little stickies that I had in here back. Oops. Okay. Oh, where are all those little sheets I had? Honestly, even if I could just get these little sheets in here and then the registers can just be floating around still, that'd be fine with me. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. Sometimes, y'all, I'm so brilliant, it hurts. Oh, see, this one's too tall. So I'm gonna fold it so that even though it's too tall for the pocket, it'll still stick up so that I can pull it out if I need to. The only downside is because of the adhesive at this bottom strip, this bit can't go all the way down, but that's fine. I can live with that. That one minor thing out of a slew of issues I was having, I can handle that. Okay. And then let's just go ahead and put this little pocket in here too while we're at it. So this is what I put my little slippies that I keep in here. And look at my pocket. My little bill breakdown. Some other random breakdowns I've done are in there. Let's add this little adhesive pocket. I'm going to center it as much as possible so that when I put my rubber band over it, it'll, because how the pocket I'm doing it, it's going to go this way, so that way the rubber band will hold it in place even better. Oh my god, this is so awesome. Let me see if I have a random card I can put in here that doesn't have anything personal on it. There's personal on that, there's personal on that. Gotta have something stupid in here. Sephora reward card. Oh, okay, we can use this one. My Books A Million reward card. Okay. And, you know, I just noticed that this isn't, the pocket that I just put in isn't fully adhering. So once again, I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to rub it in. And it's like those things that were really popular with scrapbooking several years ago, the little rub-on phrases or something. It's no different than doing those. Then I'll just kind of give it a little extra oomph. So this card's going to be kind of hard to see because it's a dark colored one, but it'll do. It doesn't have anything personal on it, and that's what matters. Okay. Book. Da, 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 da. So I've got my stickies. I've got a pocket for a card. I've got my pocket here, plus all of my, you know, information, plus some extra stuff in the back. And I might even add another 2 more pockets to the back. I don't know. I haven't decided. But I just felt like I needed to share this. And then here are my 2 registers that go in here. I'll wrap it with my rubber band. I'm still thinking about getting like a cutesy little thing to go around it, but I'm not sure. I mean, I'm shaking it good. I mean, the registers came out, but I mean, I'm shaking it pretty hard, and it just holds it in there almost snug. Snug like a bug in a rug, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to budgeting and watching my movie. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little, you know, idea. You don't have to do it, you don't have to like it, whatevs. You could even use this to add pages in here, like pages to write on if you needed to. One thing I might do is I might put strip of washi or a strip of clear tape along this edge as well to once again just give it a little extra adhesion. But I mean, it's pretty solid. I mean, it's not coming out of there. That ATG stuff is the bomb diggity, but you can't move it. So that's awesome. I'm super excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everybody. That was totally not a quick video. Oh well, I hope you guys enjoyed anyways. I'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody.